This is Australia's first statue of a Chinese comfort woman.
铜像作为它是一个象征，象征着我们没有忘记战争，也没有忘记他们所受的苦难。
这个慰安妇铜像，它是一种无声的力量，让我们能够通过慰安妇铜像理解到战争的伤痛，更能提醒我们珍惜和平。
Last August, Jimmy Lee received the statue shipped from China. 1 year on, it still has not found a permanent home in Melbourne and has been sitting in Mr. Lee's garage most of the time. It was unveiled to the public in early August during a concert organized by the Chinese community in commemorating the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. And it will be displayed for 1 day in September at the Korean Society of Victoria in southeast Melbourne. A statue representing Korean comfort women was installed there 6 years ago. But some people believe that such statues should be placed in more prominent locations.
我认为这种铜像应该有它属于它的那个摆放的位置，同时在公共场所能够让更多的人看到这尊美丽的少女和平铜像。
Known as the Statue of Peace, these memorials pay tributes to the women and girls who were forcibly taken by Japanese troops during World War II to serve as sex slaves. Victims came from China, Korea, the Philippines, Indonesia, and beyond. The United Nations estimates some 200,000 women were affected. However, Japan disputes this number and has yet to formally acknowledge that the women were subjected to sexual slavery. The world's first comfort woman statue was created in 2011 by a South Korean artist couple, Kim Eun-sung and Kim So-kyung. That statue inspired American-Chinese filmmaker Liu Shi-yong. In 2014, he and the Chinese sculptor Pan Yichun traveled to Seoul to meet the Kims and proposed the idea of expanding the couple's work to a series of statues.
我突然有个想法，就是跟这个2个韩国的艺术家合作，创作一个同样的一个模式，他们非常赞同这个 concept。
In the following years, pairs of peace statues depicting a Korean girl and a Chinese girl seated beside an empty chair were erected in Seoul and Shanghai. Both statues seated with clenched fists and a solemn gaze, reflecting a shared narrative of trauma. These statues have constantly faced criticism from local Japanese community groups as well as the Japanese government. Experts say the Japanese government opposes these statues because they don't want to take responsibility.
They emphasized that they were victims of the war, especially bombings by US forces, because they don't pursue the criminalities of the American military atrocities. Therefore, they also not to think about the Japanese responsibilities of the victimization of the Asian people by their own forces.
In a statement provided to the ABC, the Consulate General of Japan in Melbourne said, the comfort women issue, including individual claims, is legally settled. However, the Japanese government has a history of actively taking measures to restore honor and provide relief to former comfort women. The Japanese government hopes that people of various regions will live together in peace and harmony in Australia, where multiculturalism is respected and valued. We are concerned that the erection of such statues will create division and conflict, leaving wounds in local communities which previously enjoyed peaceful relations. Mr. Shi said they have made another statue based on the Dutch-Australian comfort woman survivor Rang Ruff O'Hearn. Rang was the first European woman to publicly speak out about the harrowing experience as a comfort woman. Inspired by Kim Hap-sung, a Korean comfort woman survivor who testified in 1991 about her enslavement, Rang broke her half-century silence. She testified at the International Public Hearing on Japanese war crimes in Tokyo in 1992.
Even after almost 50 years, I still experience this feeling of total fear going through my body and through all my limbs, burning me up.
Jan's testimony, that of a white woman among the predominantly Asian women, had a stronger message towards the rest of the world.
Rang passed away on August 19, 2019 in Adelaide at the age of 96. As comfort women survivors like Rang are passing away, finding them and listening to their stories is becoming increasingly difficult. Over the past decade, Liu Shiyong and his crew have traveled across China, interviewing 80 comfort women survivors for his documentary, The Last Comfort Woman. He said, while many people struggle to recall recent events due to their age, the horrific experiences of their youth remain seared. Today, most of the comfort women survivors in China have passed away, but their stories live on in comfort women statues erected in cities across the world. Christine Kim is the secretary of a Melbourne-based NGO advocating for comfort women. She said it was difficult to secure public space for the statues, as councils often view them as political and controversial. The majority of the Korean Society of Victoria members also voted against a proposal to place the Chinese statue permanently next to the Korean one.
Our ideal outcome would be to have the two statues next to each other, but if not, we will try and find a spot for each of them and find another location where we can put all the statues together.
For now, Jimmy Lee will continue to maintain the statue until the day it can be installed and seen by more Australians.
通过我们树立铜像呢，能够祭奠他们，然后呢，也是向世人一种警示，战争残酷性，以及我们希望永远不要再发生这样的事情。